Welcome back to my channel. My name is Tarikaremba. You know the vibes already. Welcome to another vlog. This is of course part 2 of my Zim Fashion Week vlogs. So in the last vlog I got ready for the event and now I'm on my way. So let's spend the day there. Hopefully we have a great time, and yeah, I will catch you on the other side. Remember to comment, like and subscribe.
What is a mood board? How do you create? How do you create the print that you can see and that we created for our label? Everything was done in collaboration and training them. So yeah, that's a big part of letting them be part of every step of the process. They're not just producers. And that's the ownership to what they create. And that probably ties in accountability. You mentioned accountability also in our chat. Expand on it while you want to.
I think yes, accountability within the production process with the bar sense, yes.
Yeah, but they're having ownership over what they create.
It's a difficult thing because I mean we don't have time to go into this now with intellectual property. We've been talking about us and assets earlier, and I think it speaks to that. The women having having the pride in their, particularly when we're doing private label and we're doing very unique product with them, they may stand out from the other group because they, are called a master within our community. We have masters and pros and people like that within our groups, and I guess it's about elevating them within their community.
Need to be paid, not just paid $5 because that's the going rate in Zimbabwe. They need to be paid well because children who need to go to school. How much is school fees? $250. So that's a starting point, right? And then, like she said, there's other tiers. There's marketing afterwards when the product is complete. So when we see a highly priced luxury good, if done ethically right or sustainably, that's what you're paying for.
Also, the other thing you have to understand, particularly in Zimbabwean context, is that we, as a brand and a business, we operate a legitimate business. So we have all the rules and regulations. We have Zimba to deal with. We have accountants. We have bank charges. We have all these awful things, licenses. We have to have SADC stuff. We have to have REC certificates. I export all over the world. I have to have a million COMESA things. We have to have all these things. None of these small informal traders have any of those things. None of them. So, and we work largely with them. So it's a very, very difficult process that. So, it has to weigh up. Just to change the subject slightly about price point, what I'm saying from a retail point of view, I'm a wholesaler as well, so I'm an independent retailer and a wholesaler. I think I have 5 price points in my wholesale price list. So I have a
Hey guys, so I had left the house without eating and I'm starving, and we have 2 hours until the next panel discussion, so I'm just gonna have something small I'm gonna have a burger and I'm gonna have a drink, and then hopefully Bridget is also gonna join me, and we'll probably have 1 or 2 drinks together, and then yeah, call it a day. Well, and then it's time for the panel, and then straight after the panel I'll change into my red dress, and then we'll have the runway shows from 6. Okay guys, so here is, I guess, the restaurant area. That cocktail was actually nice, but this burger was horrible. It was dry. Hey, I don't know what it is with Miko's food, but this is the second time.
At Zimbabwe Fashion, it's been really interesting. I mean, I think I mentioned before that in my part of the world, in West Africa, we don't know anything about Zimbabwe fashion. I was blown away.
We have the larger remaining of the retail chain in the retail space. And as you rightly say, I think there's a lot that can be done in terms of policy. I don't think we don't have policies per se. It's more the enforcement of the policies that are in place to level the playing field. For example, we've got a lot of, like Mr. Odenge was talking about, a lot of the industries and the factories that are closed down. But when you look on the ground, in reality, the same operators that were operating in those factories have developed small cottage industry, and they are still producing. But you find that the policy now is to sort of have them regularized so they can contribute to the fiscus, for example. So there is manufacturing taking place, but it's not captured and tabulated because it's not in the mainstream of the fiscus. So when you
help the economy, right? So there is there's a couple of quotes I'd like to say. Do any of you know Al Fadi, the designer? No? From Niger, Al Fadi? Okay. Anyway, Al Fadi is the designer and UNESCO Goodwill Ambassador for Africa Innovation and Creation. He's one of the old school designers. Okay, and he's still a living legend. So he's someone that we can take guidance from, right? So he says here that African textiles must be given a chance. They must be produced on the African continent. He says, I am in favor of limiting the entry of imported textiles into the continent. I have difficulty purchasing large quantities of textiles from Africa. I refuse to import, and it directly impacts my production capacities as well as my costs. It is not normal. Africa should have the capacity to industrially produce textiles. It is difficult to make ready-to-wear collections with these constraints. Our fashion remains reserved for minority because of production costs. Now,
okay guys, so after the panel discussion, it was time to actually go. Here I am in my red dress, girl. Period. I don't feel like I got enough photos in this dress, but like I actually love how red clothing looks on me, especially for like event wear. So that was like our little moment before the event started.
Your battles do not end here. Your spirit still struggles with its flesh. So what will stop you from unlawfully biting into mine? I said, angel that is divine. I fought wars just to give you this heart of mine.
Okay guys, so let's get into it. Okay, so the first designer was Kid Hunter. He's the one that I met outside and had a conversation with. He was so friendly and also like confident in himself and his work, and also his work was also very beautiful. It's giving streetwear. I think maybe that's how I would describe it, and it is for both genders. Initially I thought it was just men's fashion until the ladies started coming out too, but overall it was a 10 out of 10 solid collection because the pieces were really nice. You could tell that it was really good quality, and so much effort had gone into just making every single product. So everything actually looked really great. I saw like a few things that I'd actually want to shop as well, but yeah, no, definitely love the vibe. 10 out of 10 to Kid Hunter. Next up we had Tari Tobani, guys, and wow, I really liked this material that he used in a lot of his pieces, or she used in a lot of her pieces, I don't remember, but it was like an off-white but like tie-dye like situation, and then the tie-dye part was like an orangey yellow color. Yeah, no, it was very beautiful. And so like some of the materials I think were probably even custom designed. But yeah, no, it was a very beautiful collection. Again, inclusive for both men and women. Yeah, definitely. There's a few things that I saw, like this front one with the black and white and the black skirt. Like, that's something I'd actually wear in real life, guys. Like, I could wear that to work. Maybe if the skirt was a little longer, of course. But, like, yeah, definitely love the collection. There were lots of different pieces. Anyway, guys, the next collection. Okay, so we had House of Queen Bee. And if you guys saw earlier, the kaftans that were on display in the room where we had the panel discussions, yeah, that was also House of Queen Bee. I really enjoyed seeing all the different designs and the drama in the outfits, like these pants with the slits and everything. Honestly, 10 out of 10. That green mesh dress was also very beautiful, very different, and yeah, it was really just nice to see the different ways in which people sort of express themselves through fashion. The owner of the brand also came out in a very beautiful kaftan, which is, I guess, synonymous with her brand. And yeah, no, it was very beautiful. Love her work. And yeah, looking forward to shop House of Queen Bee soon. Oh, guys, the next part, Vanisha Crochet. This was kids, guys. And you know what was so nice about this? I have never seen a kids runway show. Like, I've never. And so it was so cute seeing the kids, but obviously I didn't continue recording because they're kids. Yeah. Anyway, this next collection was also very, very beautiful. I love the pieces that I saw, especially on the men, like that whole like vest suit situation. Very beautiful. We also had the Serenity collection. Those earrings, guys, can you see that handbag? It's actually like CD discs. Like, how cool. Like, this collection had very interesting accessories, in addition to each item also just looking very beautiful. The accessories really stood out to me as well. The large earrings, honestly, you know, that's my kind of party. So yeah, no, it was very beautiful to see as well. And also just loved to see how it was a play on just like modern trends, modern fashion, but also just done in like an haute couture sort of vibe with all the runway pieces. So yeah. Next up we had Maoko, and you know what impressed me about Maoko, guys? They had a play on matte satin, shiny satin, matte organza, and shiny organza. And so for the pieces, you can actually see the different materials mixed together, and like it works and it looks beautiful and provides a very beautiful sort of contrast on all of their pieces. So yeah, I thought that was actually really nice. You all know me, I love a good satin dress, and I believe in satin so much, and so it was very interesting to see it paired like this. I also like organza, so yeah, definitely loved it. Lots of elegant pieces. Can you see the mix there? The shiny and the matte, guys. They did such a great job. I really liked this collection, and I definitely look forward to shopping it soon as well. So yeah guys, there were so many beautiful collections. Honestly, well done to every single person who exhibited their pieces. It was very beautiful to see, and well done to the organizers, guys. Like at the end we had a speech from this man, I forgot his name, but he's been in the fashion industry in Zimbabwe for over 20 years, and they manufacture fabric, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know if they make clothes too, but he was also one of the sponsors who sponsored some prizes for some of these up-and-coming designers. So like, for example, the winner got 2 sewing machines and I think it was like 100 meters of fabric or something like that. But essentially, like, you know, in addition to sponsoring other parts of the event, he also sponsored this prize giving section. And I thought that was really great because honestly, like, as a creative, okay, as someone who's also in the process of starting my own fashion brand, you can definitely see that like there's a lot of resources that are required for you to like get in business, stay in business, and so on. So I love that not only was this an opportunity for people to showcase their talent and their brands, but it was also sort of a great way for people who need, you know, the assistance to get it. So yeah, honestly, 10 out of 10, 100 out of 10, like so impressed. I was so impressed by this event. Well done to the organizers. Keep pushing. I know it's not an easy environment to do this kind of work, but you guys are doing great. And it also just speaks to how important it is to not give up, because then one day it will look like this and it will be amazing. So well done, guys. Hey guys, so that was it for Fashion Week. 10 out of 10 experience. I will unpack the rest when I get home. I'm tired. I've been here all day. My feet hurt. I haven't worn heels in months. Yeah, I'm ready to go home. Anyway, 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10. Shout out to the organizers. They were so amazing. They did a great job. Well done, guys. Hey guys. Actually, this is not feature Tari. This is Tari on the day. How amazing is that? I know my lighting isn't great. Normally I have my little light on, but it's in my suitcase from today. I was attending Zim Fashion Week and I'm so exhausted, so it's not happening. But anyway, what a top day. Honestly, congratulations to the organizers of Zim Fashion Week. Like, this year was very different. I didn't attend previous years, but just from like seeing photos of like previous years and how I think last year they even tried to do it in Big Falls, but that failed. And for them to be able to do that now and like do it so well, honestly, 10 out of 10, guys. Well done. It was well organized. Of course, things were running late, but I'm sure that's like normal with these kinds of things because there's so many moving parts. But overall, it was great. Honestly, shout out to the sponsors as well, because I mean they are part of the people who made it happen. And I'm just glad that, because I think it was last year when they tried to do it in Big Falls, and I remember seeing that and I was so disappointed because I was like, we all know that the arts in this country are severely underfunded. We all know that like people in the music, fashion, all of that industry like always chema go to like funds. So why would you do that? Because in addition to that, sometimes ordinary people and creatives like myself want to attend, but like I'm not going all the way to Big Falls just for that, because like it requires money, you know what I'm saying? It requires time too, because imagine going all the way there means you're now probably taking a day off during the week, or you know what I'm saying? So logistically I thought that wasn't great, but I think this year they really made a really great comeback. The venue was the Nico's Yakunzi Hyatt Regency. It was really nice as well. Honestly, everything was well organized. Congratulations, 10 out of 10. And I think for me, as someone who is in the process of starting my own fashion line, yes guys, when I launch, please support me. Anyway, because that's something I'm in the process of doing, these are definitely the kinds of things that I'm trying to be attending so I can like network and meet people. but also I attended the panel discussions during the day because like the conversations they were having, for example today around like policy, sustainability, etc., and how that affects I mean, I guess it applies across the board, but also just like the fashion industry specifically, because a lot of the materials are imported, and you all know like that, like buying anything outside the country is expensive because taxes are going to hit you, and etc., 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 which just affects people's capacity to do things when there's no funding, but also like it prices out locals as consumers. So yeah, no, great discussions were had, and yeah, congratulations to everyone who was exhibiting as well. Like so many beautiful pieces, so many collections that I looked at. I was like, wow, like love this. And honestly, I also met some of the designers, like the guy from Kid Hunter, his name was Taff. Like he just randomly came and spoke to us, and I was with another lady called Taffy. What are the odds? Anyway, and it was so friendly and all of that. It was just like a really nice place to be overall. Obviously, always gonna come across my character, but overall, like everyone was just great, you know. And I'm really grateful for the opportunity to attend, and I'm glad that I actually went because, yeah, like I said, 10 out of 10, great experience. Anyway, guys, it's 11 p.m. I literally left this house at 12. I'm tired. I want to shower. I want to eat. Like, so let's call it a day. But like I said, 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Remember to comment, like, and subscribe. I'll see you in the next Vlogtober video. When it comes to money, I did concentrate. Because I tell you straight,